Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today I have Death Note. We're bringing back Death Note. This is an Ezreal Thresh Deck with targeted abilities to level up Ezreal. And we're also including the Funsmith, which is pretty cool. I really like including the Funsmith in decks if I can get her to work. We've made a couple of adjustments in this deck just because Go Hard has been nerfed. I haven't played this since Go Hard was nerfed, and so we actually ended up taking it out of the deck. The target ability is nice for the Ezreal level up. The problem is now that I don't think the 5 cost warrants putting it into this type of deck, just because we don't have a whole lot of card options, a whole lot of card draw options in our deck to actually cycle through. And so if we end up drawing this card later on in the game, having to play 5 mana for it, I think it ends up not being super good for us in the long run. And I think at the moment as well in the meta, there are just a lot of decks that we can punish with other cards in our deck that we included now that we are teching with. So those cards, we have one of Aftershock. This is still a targeted spell that we can use to damage or kill a unit, or gives us a little bit extra reach at the end of the game. We can actually just target the enemy Nexus health with this. And then we also are including 2 of the Box. I've been playing the Box a lot lately just because it is a fantastic tech against Lucian Hecarim decks. It is fantastic against Scout decks and things like the Island Navigator. Or Valor, just things that they have the potential to put a lot of units out in one round, and we can use the Box to punish that. And it's pretty good against Twisted Fate, Fizz as well because of the Burblefish, and late game as well. They have the potential late game to put out a whole bunch of elusive units all in one round for pretty much 0 mana. And we can use the Box to punish that. And because we have Thresh as well, if we have a Thresh out, any other Thresh that we do draw is going to be turning into the Box as well. Helps us level up Thresh pretty easily. If we got the Funsmith out, it's dealing even more damage, so it's really hard for them to deal with this. We're only running 2. We don't have the complete 3 in this particular deck because we do have a lot of other spells and abilities that we can use to take out units as it is in the first place. So in this particular deck, the Box is pretty much a tech for the ephemeral units, and then potentially, not as often, but other decks where they put out a whole bunch of units in one round. But yeah, we have a pretty easy time just controlling the enemy and getting to late game, leveling up Ezreal, and then winning the game with his leveled up ability, where if you target and when you cast a spell, deal 1 to the enemy Nexus. If it has targeted an enemy, deal 2 to the Nexus instead. So we can get a whole bunch of these targeted abilities out, deal a whole bunch of damage to their units, and then at the end of the game, generally what you want to do is just target the Nexus health and win the game. So we're trying to control. We've got quite a bit of lifesteal as well in this deck. So we've got Unspeakable Horror, Vile Feast, we have Grasp of the Undying, and Withering Well, and all of those get amplified, except for Withering Well, I guess, but when the Funsmith is out. So if you got the Funsmith out, you're draining 2. Same thing with Unspeakable Horror, and so that counts as a drain and protects your Nexus health as well. So really fun deck. I really enjoy playing this one, bringing it back today just to see how it works. I did a ranked game with this and had some decent success against an aggro deck. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and if you do, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. We're going against Callista, Elise. I wonder, well, this is Targon Shadow Isle, so this is just a we're gonna keep that. This is just going to be a Mistwraith deck, I imagine. I would like to see the Box since I did tech for that in this particular deck. This is going to be annoying if I don't find it. I don't know that Vile Feast is good enough. It's a lot of damage to take. I don't like doing this, but we almost need to. I did not start out with good cards. Alright, we'll put out a clump of worms. We've got discard fodder for Get Excited now, which can take out Callista if he's got it. So we will attack into this. He most likely won't block because he should know that we're a targeted deck. If he does block, I don't care because I've got Vile Feast next round. Yeah. Be very unlikely for him to block there. Alright, so we do have Get Excited we can use on this guy. Mystic Shot also is good for any Mistwraiths that he could have. See if he's got a Wraith Caller. It's a little annoying. We're just going to kill off the Callista though. So pull out a Pale Cascade if he's got it. That's fine. Two of 6 for Ezreal. I would really like to pull one of the boxes here. If we can put down Funsmith into a Withering Well, that would be great as well. Okay, that's fine. Thresh is okay. We can put the Thresh down just because we have Vile Feast. So if he's got another Frenzied Skitter, we're still in a pretty good spot. Okay. So he did end up having it. That's okay. We're going to use Vile Feast on this Frenzied Skitterer. And we're going to block his Spiderling with our Spiderling, so that helps the Thresh level up. Okay, it's fine. Let's go ahead and grab the Callista here. We've got Grasp of the Undying and Vile Feast to take this guy out. So there we go. I need to find Withering Well. We know he's used 2 Frenzied Skitterers.
Nest, hatch, feed.
So he's trying to level up the Elise. So we're just going to use Grasp on it. Five of 6. Okay, he gets a Wraith Collar, which is annoying. I think at this point we do want blockers, so I'm going to level up the Thresh. I still need the box here if we're going to win this game, so I either need to get another Thresh or I need to pull it. I've got quite a few in the deck. 2 extra, 4. So, I mean, there's a good chance we draw it here in the next couple of rounds. So we know he's got another Wraith Collar. Yeah. I think we passed. We let him attack first. It's fine. I really need to find the box though, or a Withering Well. Alright, I think we have to open attack. Now the question is, do we pick off his units? He's got 4 cards left. I think we're kind of forced to pick off his units. Like clump of bumps here. 4, 5, 6. It's pretty close. Let's end the round. Okay, Sag Shock is nice.
No sweat.
We got a backup Grasp here. Now we can just use Runation though. We're gonna pass. They typically don't run it, but I guess in this case they do. Maybe should have used Mushroom Cloud as well, just to get extra damage. But We've got the win here if he doesn't have a way to deal with this. And he's got a Wraith Collar. Alright. It's annoying. Let's go ahead and drain. That is the best card that we could have pulled. Maybe not the best, but it's close to the best. Okay, got it. At the end there, I probably should have used the puff caps before Ezreal died. Could have got 1 extra damage. In the end, it might have mattered, you know, depending on what cards I had drawn, and ended up getting the other clump of wumps, which would have put more puff caps in his deck. So there was a chance that he drew puff caps on his draws. So could have been a little bit of a mistake there. We're going against a deep deck, Chio Krell. No. Let's keep the Funsmith and Vile Feast. This will at least give us a unit onto the board. I don't know how many games I've played against deep decks where they didn't have the Dreg Dredgers turn 1. That's pretty much what they mulligan for, just to get those cards. So we'll see what happens. Okay, doesn't look like he has it. I'm okay with that. We are fine with that. Vile Feast is nice for a what is it called? The Jaw Hunters, if they are including that in this deck, that can help protect Ezreal. Now, I think we just put Ezreal out this round. This is an elusive unit we can use to make contact with the Nexus. Let's see if he's got Jaw Hunters here. Shadow Isles, Bilgewater, the Slaughter Docks. Okay, this is fine. And I honestly think that we do need to level up Ezreal pretty quickly here. So we will play that card. We can put out the Funsmith this round. Maokai. I think we actually just kill Maokai. We just go for the kill. If he's going to show it. Ends up not attacking here. Kind of interesting. Alright, we're going to attack ourselves. Or 2 of 6 for the Ezreal level up. He puts that out, which is interesting. Because he's not going to get really value out of it. He knows we had the Mystic Shot. What is he at? 26, 25. There's the Jaw Hunters. I think we put out the Thresh here. Kind of annoying. Okay, so we can stop this from hitting. I think we do put out the Thresh. We've got Vile Feast here that we can use to work around still. And we'll end the round there. He is at 23 now, 24, so he actually did not get that out, which is great. Let's go ahead and put out the Funsmith. We've got the box here dealing 4 damage to anything that he puts out this round. So if he's got another Maokai, we can kill it. He's got a lot of mana to work with here. wonder if he's got Nautilus. Ezreal's at 4 of 6. Stealing 3. I think we use Static Shock here and level up the Ezreal. He would need 2 Mystic Shots. Yeah, he doesn't have it. So we level up the Ezreal, get a slow down animation for some reason. And at this point, I'm pretty sure we just attack. Right? So we're going to kill that unit. He's used 2 of them already. It's pretty close here. Vengeance coming out. Withering Well is pretty nice. We've got the box still. Let's go for Clump of Wumps. We've got 2 of them. We don't want him to toss. Okay, so he's pretty darn close. I honestly think we just box here now. And our opponent surrenders. So yeah, we got decent control on this guy here. And the victory. It was going to be really hard. I think he drew pretty bad though. He didn't get Dreg Dredgers until the end there, so that really slowed down his deep condition.